Hey everyone, I hope you are doing well. Today I wanted to share what we are gifting our 4-year-old for Christmas this year. I recently shared what we are giving to our 7-year-old, almost 8, and then I also shared what we are giving to other kiddos. So if you want to check out those videos, they will be down below, as well as my gift guide playlist, which has many ideas from many different occasions for different age points and different price ranges. So if you are looking for something a little bit cheaper or maybe a little bit more of an investment, there are tons of ideas below which you can check out, and I will link all of that. And then I will also link anything I mentioned that I'm able to. So some things I can find, some things I can't, but if I can, I will definitely share it down below. And then I will say in my older son's video, I did forget to mention one gift that we are giving him. It's called a Spin Master. It's basically like a kid's puzzle box is like the best way I would describe it. My husband loves puzzle boxes. If you've never looked those up, they are so fun. They are very hard, but they are fun. That's been a gift for him now, I guess for the past 2 years, because he loves them. So it's kind of like a kid version of just like a logic, not really a game, but like a problem-solving activity, and that is very much up his alley. So he is receiving that, and I did put the link in my last video, but I did forget to share it. It was shoved in the closet along with all the other things, and I didn't realize I had it until I was getting other things out. So I will say though, my boys, even though that they are like to that specific child, they do share all their toys. If it's for them, it will stay in their room and be in their closet and with their things. However, they play with each other's things pretty much every single day, and we pretty much share all of our toys. So it's like a double Christmas for them because they just play with everything the day of, and it is so fun and so magical. I love it. So anything I can, I'll leave down below, as well as ways to connect and all that good stuff. So in no particular order, I will be talking about you know who. So if you have little ears, that will be the next like minute or so. But I did mention in my last video with my older son, my kiddos get 3 gifts from Santa for the 3 wise men. One of them being they are each getting a new scooter. They just need a new scooter. We use it pretty much every day. We are gonna do like the old school Razor scooters that my husband and I used to have. It's just like nostalgia and makes us so excited. So they're gonna get a green one and a blue one. Those are their favorite colors. And then for my younger son, his other gift from him is going to be this jet driver, this Melissa and Doug. I absolutely love Melissa and Doug. I think their stuff is amazing. He has a car, like a steering wheel thing, that he uses still pretty much every single week. And I think he got it last year. So this is just, to pretend we're flying airplanes. My dad, their grandpa, he was a pilot for over a decade. He flew F-16s, so they think it's the coolest thing ever. And he's gonna love it. They are very much still into pretend play, dressing up, using their imagination, which I love. So he saw this maybe at Target, and he immediately gravitated towards it and wanted it. So that is going to be one of his gifts from you know who. And then the third one, like I mentioned, I have not purchased yet. I'm either going to see if they tell me something that's a little rogue that they haven't mentioned yet, or like I mentioned before, I will be getting them each a carry-on luggage piece. And I did link them in my last video, the blue and the green one, just because they don't have their own luggage. And now that they're getting older, they can start being responsible for, keeping up with their things and all that good stuff. So if I can't think of anything else, that will be what they'll receive as their third gift, just because it's practical. It's something they're going to eventually need, and we do travel often. So that is the third one. And then, like I said, they receive 3 gifts from mom and dad and 3 gifts from each other that I put under the tree. I do like tape our faces on them. Yes, my children can read or can read handwriting. They know their names, all that good stuff. However, we just love it. We think it is so fun. As they get older, I really want to do embarrassing photos because I think that is just hilarious. And why not? Why not have fun and make it funny as a family? So it's just traditions. It's something we like to do. So all of these I will wrap and then I'll put under the tree with his face, and they just love it. It's a good time. So his first thing, and I feel like his stuff is like bulkier boxes since he's younger. It's a train set. We do not have a actual train set. We have the little Melissa and Doug, like the little one that folds out and there's just a couple trains, and he does love that. We do play with that often, but we don't have like an actual train set. So I'm going to upgrade to this, and then we will donate the other one. And this is something that we will definitely get good use out of. So I know he will be so excited about that. My older one will play with it as well. And then he's also getting this building set. So it's like this sea life, basically. I know they have flowers, which one of my friends, her kiddos had the flower one. And then they may have one other option. I can't remember. But stuff like this, I have mentioned so many times, we love. Anything you can build, take apart, create like your own little world or imaginative play, I love. So it is super bulky, but it's just something that we can use for years, and it just gets those, that imagination going, and it's very, they're using motor skills. So I love it. So he'll be getting that, and then he'll also be getting a cash register. We have a little Mickey one that we've had, I think since my older one was maybe like 3, so for a hot minute. And it's small, it's very geared towards younger kids, and they like to pretend play, like I've mentioned. They like to do restaurant, they like to, take your order, all that stuff. So I thought this would be so fun since it's something we don't have, and also, with it having money, it's just a good thing to practice recognizing money, coins, counting, skip counting, especially with my older son. And as my younger son gets older, there's just lots of great things. So love this. He will love it. And my older son will too. Like I said, what's the others? It's theirs. They love playing with all of it. So that is another gift of his. And then, like I mentioned in my last video, we are Star Wars obsessed right now. If you have boys, let me tell you, everything can turn into a weapon to battle and to fight each other, basically. I mean, sticks, I don't even know, like slingshot things you don't even think could be used to fight each other, they are. So, of course, they wanted, all these different lightsabers, which my older one is getting the double-edged one that I mentioned last one. So my younger one just wanted basic lightsabers. We had a 3-pack of these a while ago. We just used them so much. They were just done. They were on their last leg. So we're just pretty much replacing, which they love because they've already schemed in their head who is going to have which one. To battle when my parents are here, and then my sister and her fiance. So it is hilarious. They absolutely love it. Boy life at its finest, but you know what? If it gets them outside and playing, love it. So that is another one of his. And then, like I mentioned in my last one, he will also be getting a Lego set. My older one has the dragon one, I think. And then my younger one will be getting the farm. So he probably will not build this. My older one will build it, but he loves playing with the scenes and with the characters. They absolutely love it. We have so many Legos from over the years. Both of the boys have bookshelves in their rooms where we put the built Legos, and then my older one has like built-in shelves in his closet. So the top part that wraps around, he has Lego sets on that. And then honestly, I think I'm about to get a 3rd bookshelf to put them side by side in one of their rooms, just because we have so many sets, but they play with it. So they love to take it out and play with the built sets. So stuff like this, I love. It is an investment, but it is great. So that is another one of his. And then his last one, it will be like a together one, is this little magnet board. It is Paw Patrol, which we love. He's only 4. And then we have 2 of these that I like to bring in the car. So these are great car activities. These are great for the doctor's office, for a restaurant, anything where you need to entertain your kids without bringing a ton of stuff. You just basically, it's magnets. So you just move them to, through the maze or whatever it has them do. But we have a ice cream one, and then a letter one where you match upper and lowercase. And then I feel like we have one more, but I can't think of it right now. But I love those. Those are awesome for the car. And then at Barnes & Noble, they have these busy books, which are great. This is what we are giving my nephew. He was getting the Blippi one I shared in this past video. And then my son loves Paw Patrol. So as you can see, they have like the little characters in the back. It is just so cute. And then it has like a little scene. So they can play with the scene. They pull out the characters. It's just a really cute idea. We had the Thomas the Train for my older son. My friend's mom got it for him. And we played with it for a good like 3 straight years. So these are really great. They're $14. I mean, if you need an idea for a younger kid, they have so many different ones. I mean, Princess, Moana, Paw Patrol, Blippi, really anything you can think of. So Barnes & Noble are where you can find these. I love them. And then his last gift is actually a combined gift for both of them. So I'll put both their names and their faces on it. It's the video game Ratchet and Clank. So we played this, or I didn't. Not me. My husband and the boys played this. I want to say last year he bought like that pass or whatever through at PlayStation 5. I couldn't remember which one it was through. And they loved it. It was very appropriate for children. It wasn't anything scary, anything like that. So my husband mentioned getting it for the boys because we don't have that pass anymore for them to play again. So this is something that they will love. Like I've mentioned before, we do screen time on the weekends. So we'll do a movie on Fridays, and then Saturday or Sundays, they get like Nintendo Switch time or a little bit of video game time. Or if they watch a second movie, it just kind of depends on the weekend and honestly depends on their behavior. But they love that. And it's something that they can do together. My husband plays with them and they love it. I mean, they just love video games. It is what it is. It's not my absolute favorite, but you know, there could be worse things. So that is going to be a combined gift. And then that pretty much wraps his up. I feel like his boxes are just so bulky, but you know, when you're a kid and you see a big box, it like, you think it's the best thing ever. So anyway, that's what his looks like. In my next video, I will share what their stockings look like, and then with their stockings, what we're doing for their teachers. So my older son has 3 teachers. He's departmentalized. He has science, math, reading, and writing. And then my younger son is at an MDO and he has 2 teachers. So I am gonna do a little bit different for each set. A lot of times I like to do the exact same thing, but my older son, obviously he goes 5 days a week. And then my younger son, he only goes 2 days a week. So it'll be a little bit smaller for the MDO teachers. So I will give ideas for that and then for our stocking. But like I said, I hope this gave you some ideas as you are doing your shopping and just starting all of the things. I pretty much start my shopping in the summer. I like to space it out and I like to get good deals, but there are a lot of good deals right now. So hopefully you can take advantage and hopefully this gave you an idea for you or for someone else. But like I said, I will leave everything I can down below and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.